Whoa. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Mondays with Mike. I'm Mike, the owner of Axion, here again on another Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern for Mondays with Mike. Well, what is Mondays with Mike? It's where we invite whoever to come in and join the chat every single Monday or every couple Mondays a month and just ask questions about Hondas, their builds, performance parts, you name it. We're here to answer it. And usually a lot of people join in the comments. That's where you basically just shoot your question in and everyone can chime in and answer it. So to talk about this week, but I'm going to let people get on real quick and we'll see how many people join. We haven't been on for a couple weeks now. Last week was Cinco de Mayo, so I decided not to do it because I figured a lot of people were partying and having fun and, doing their thing. So we're back again. We'll see who comes. What's up, Andy? Hope to maybe see you this week at the shootout. We'll see if I make it. I'm trying right now. I had some other stuff planned, but we're trying to change things around. So kind of tough with the dog, though. That's the only problem. I need some. We're waiting on them to get fixed before we can kind of leave them with someone or leave them at a place for them to watch them. So that's the issue. So really want to be there. So I'll let you know probably by Wednesday or Thursday what's going on. But yeah, we'll see who joins tonight. I don't know. It's been a while. Got a lot of good news coming, but I'm going to wait until people get on here rather than repeat it twice. So yeah, we'll see who joins this week. And yeah, it'll be a good time. Let me see. Hope everyone is doing well out there, and we get some good questions tonight, hopefully, especially since it's been a couple weeks. I think I'm going to do this every 2 weeks, unless I have something massive news-wise, just to let everyone know. Then we'll probably keep it to like every 2 weeks. But yeah, that's the goal anyways. So, but yeah, let's see who gets in here and joins us tonight. It's good to be back on. I actually have good stuff to talk about today, so it was perfect getting back on here this week. Kind of being on here every single week gets a little monotonous, and if I don't really have any news of like new parts or what's going on in the community, like there's not much to talk about. So, but yeah, let's see. We've had a crazy rainy day here in North Carolina today. I don't know if other people are here, but we've got about 3-4 inches of rain. So, and it looks like it's for the next 2-3 days. So, what's up, man? How you doing? I don't know if I'm a legend, but I am a myth. So, yeah, so we're working on some new stuff with Axion. We've planned this out for a while. I talked about a year ago about starting. Oh, nice. Well, we're going to be actually moving to Orlando next year. So, Axion will be in Florida next year. What's up? Cool. Welcome in, Mark. Thanks for joining. Glad you came on. And I'll be sending you another tracking number when I actually get off this live. But yeah, most likely we're moving to Orlando. I think the end of this year, early next year. That's the plan anyways. We're not sure. Still very much up in the air. So a lot to talk about this week. First of all, since I haven't been on for a couple of weeks, we started adding open box items to the website. If you scroll down, you'll see a big list. I think I can only add about 15 at a time. So as they sell, I keep adding more. We had our storage facility in Arizona that we're using for a while, and I'm really trying to push out some of the stuff out of there and have everything focused here in North Carolina. So that's why some of the old open boxes, these are basically new items that were returned by someone that either couldn't afford it and they just had to return it, or they sold their car, they didn't want it anymore. So they're all new. I will be adding some oil that we've got laying around. So I'll put those on later once we sell some more stuff. I'm really trying to get rid of these. And if you guys know anyone that's looking for these parts and can sell them on the part, I will give someone a 10% discount on whatever they want on the website. So you just have to let me know who ordered and what they ordered, and then I can shoot you a code basically. But yeah, we're trying to get through those and try and clean up the warehouse. I sold quite a few exhausts that were laying around for a couple years, and it's good to get rid of them because they just take up so much room. So one other thing we're doing, new parts are being added every single day. That's one of the biggest things is for us trying to grow as a company is I finally hired, obviously, like I did last year, a couple people to be doing the website more so I can get off of it and manage more on the sales aspect. So there's new parts getting added every day. If you want a part added, just email us and I can get it added within an hour or what, depending on the time of day. I can get it added if you don't see it on there. There's just so much parts on our site to remember what's on there and what's not. It's hard to remember. So, yeah, just shoot us an email at axionindustries@gmail.com or sales@axionperformanceparts.com. It's the easiest way. If you have a question, shoot them in the comments. Let's get going tonight. The big announcement. So I put it on our Facebook. I guess it wouldn't really be that big. So last year we were going to start a new performance company that was going to kind of be under the Axion umbrella, basically. And it was to specialize in other performance cars besides Honda and Acura. Well, I've had a lot of thought about doing it, starting a completely separate division and trying to run that as well as this one is just, it's impossible, I think. So what we've decided to do is start adding select cars to the website right now, and it's mainly just going to be JDM. I know some of you BMW guys will be upset, but I can still get BMW parts. We just have to do a PayPal invoice. But it's just going to be JDM stuff. So the prime focus still is Honda, Acura, but we're getting in more to some of the newer Subaru stuff, Toyota GR line. I see a lot of good things coming with the GR line with Toyota in the future and being part of it. I know we're kind of late to get to the game, but definitely I love the GR Corolla. And so we've started adding that, the Nissan 400. We might be adding some other stuff, but I want to get kind of caught up on these and get these fully stocked with parts first. And once we get that done, then I can start adding more. I don't actually have the OEM side covers. I can definitely get the APR carbon ones. There's no doubt about that. We are an APR dealer, so yeah, just shoot me a part number or whatever, and I'll get it added. Not a problem at all. And I can also check on stock. That's the other important thing. So yeah, so some good stuff coming. So if you know people that own these cars and you're like, hey, I know a good company that ships fast, just reach out, tag us. It's going to take about a month till I'm completely satisfied with the amount of parts we have added to those car ranges. But like we have AMS Performance, who I absolutely love and I'm a huge fan of from when I owned my Evo. So we have a lot of their parts on our site, and we'll just keep gradually adding more and see where it goes. Also added the 4th gen Honda Passport, which is brand new out, and there's a lot of people buying them. I'm hoping to get more parts on there. Still kind of limited. Obviously, it's new, but there is some stuff getting added. So you'll see stuff pop up through the market, and hopefully we can do some of those. I'm trying to get more in the off-road section also. Like the Toyota section will probably gradually have the Tacoma and maybe the Tundra. I've owned 2 Tundras in the past. and played with Tacomas for a while, so I know a bit about those. But I don't want to get too into the off road. We're still about performance as far as car performance goes. So, um, remember, it's streetcar bragging rights in North Carolina this, I think, Thursday to Sunday, Friday to Sunday. Andy Klein's going to be there, Alex Leach, a couple other customers of ours are going to be there. We're going to try and be there. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Still waiting to get our dog fixed before it can go into a place to watch him for the night. So we'll see. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can just Google streetcar bragging rights. It should be a fun, awesome weekend as long as the weather stays good, which I think it's going to be good into the weekend. Then yeah, it'll be a good time for everyone. Obviously, Andy and Alex are going to be running heads up. They are the two fastest 10th gen Honda Accords. Alex is an automatic, runs 11.1. Andy's best time, I think, is 11.6 with the 6-speed. But he's now got a built block and a lot more horsepower. So hopefully get into the 10s, Andy. Let's hope. But yeah, you can post some info in there. But yeah, we do have, God, you guys are going to love this. We've been working on it for a while now. Some new logos for Axion, more updated stuff to make the website look a little cooler, more advanced. And I just saw the final rendition of one we're working on, and I think everyone's going to really like it. The logo looks pretty sick. It's still around the same thing. It's just more updated. So that might launch on the website tomorrow. You might see it. So if you want to get on the website tomorrow and have a browse, I'll probably actually post it online too, because I'm going to have to update all the stuff online with all the logos to the new current ones. But we'll see. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Cool. Yeah, I'll get it all figured out, and yeah, we'll see. It should be pretty cool. I like it. We're gonna also have some fun stuff coming up for like 4th of July. I might do a special sticker session for 4th of July, kind of a red, white, and blue. I know some of you people have seen our old PAPS PBR kind of spin-off logo we did like back in 2009. So we'll have some new stuff. Hoping to really branch out this year. That's the plan. And trying to grow the company, I would say a good amount, even though it's grown huge in the last year, even more. So fingers crossed. Yeah. Thanks for all the orders. This month has been completely insane. And I've actually got almost more orders in 13 days for the month of May than I did for the entire month of April. So it's completely insane. I think a lot of people might have got some of their tax refunds later. But yeah, it's just, hopefully this year just keeps going along amazing, and we can get some good things happening. The 11th Gen Civic still sitting in Arizona. I know. With the move coming up and everything, and I still have a house in Arizona that I'm trying to get sold. Hopefully it sells today. I'm waiting on a call. I'm got 3 cars to move around and try and get out to the East Coast, which is not easy, especially considering I'm not there to work on them and move some parts around on them. So a lot going on this next month. So I may be going out to Arizona. I'm not sure. It doesn't impact the business whatsoever. So actually, it's probably good for the business because I can be with the cars and get a lot more content. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the DW released a new 430 pump. Just came out. I'm actually got a couple on the way here. And yeah, we'll see. They're a full drop-in pump and flow a little bit more than the 340. So yeah. Thanks, Andy, for bringing that up. That part was added to our website. What else we got going on? Oh, man, so many things, guys. So many things. But yeah, if you got a question, if you're on here, I see quite a few number of people are on here. Shoot a question in the comments. I'd love to answer some stuff. Not sure how long we'll be on tonight. Depends on how many of you guys want me to stay on, but usually half an hour is pretty much what I got. We've got like our bathroom remodel going on right now because we had a leaky pipe from the roof or whatever that was leaking behind the shower. So that's all going on. So it's been pretty chaotic. So a lot of stuff are going back and forth from the warehouse to back home to check on stuff and do stuff and the dog. And so it's been a busy day up at, I think 6 o'clock this morning doing stuff, and I'm still going and still got stuff after this to get done. So, but yeah. I mean, honestly, you're probably fine on the 340. I think the 340 is going to get you right to around 600 horsepower. Obviously, you have a better DI pump than the Accord owners have. So usually the 340s are good for, 550 wheel on the Type Rs. Yeah, the Kuro is pretty good as far as like spool. I personally am a fan of the MHI Stage 2. I don't think it can possibly be beat really overall, mainly due to the fact that it's just such a reliable turbo. But yeah, good tire for the 11th gen. Feels like stock tires ride rough. I don't know. For me, I really like a 200 tread wear tire. I think you get enough stickiness, but also it doesn't wear out super fast. My favorite tire is the Toyo R888s. They are a little noisy. They hum pretty loud, but the grip is pretty amazing. Depends what you're using the car for. You just got to look at some of the treads, have different noise patterns. Well, the DW pump is a full drop-in, so you don't really need to mod anything. Just going to give you more fuel from the actual tank to the high pressure pump. Cool. Awesome, man. Thank you, Ben. Sorry, I tried to get them both the same. Sometimes the delivery companies split them up and deliver on the wrong days. So I do have the Acuities in stock and would ship tomorrow. So just shoot me an email like you always do, brother. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, tonight. Make sure to give a thumbs up. I know the videos we haven't been doing as much lately. I've been extremely busy. I'm going to try and get one out maybe this week if I can. I'll probably do a DW 430 pump review since I've got them on the way. It's just going to be a quick one. I mean, it's basically going to be a pump. So it doesn't look anything different, and I'll go over those real quick. But yeah, so tariffs today. Let's talk about that. I mean, good news, I guess you could say, for I don't think a lot of people have understood the amount of parts that are made overseas. Even myself as a buyer, we sometimes don't know what's technically made overseas, because a lot of companies will say made in the USA, but half the parts maybe come from China and then they're assembled in the States. But I have noticed a lot of price increases, and I'm really curious now, since the tariffs have been put on hold for 90 days, if any of the pricing is going to come back down 10% that they all went up. Or is this going to be a price grab for the manufacturers to say, oh, we got a chance to make an extra 10% now. Let's just keep the pricing where it's at. So you ask me, I don't think any of the pricing is going to go back down. I think this is another probably greedy grab by certain companies now, if they keep it at that, to just say, oh, we're going to make 10% more profit. I know certain companies took profit away from us due to the tariffs and pretty much deleted their parts off our website. So you'll probably notice certain companies are gone. Not going to deal with certain shitty parts on our site, to be quite honest. I still have PLM on there. I can't get around that. The profit's pretty good. And a lot of kids, for some strange reason, want to put their stuff on their car. And, when you delete certain parts off the site, it really kills a lot of sales for different other parts that they might have grouped with certain things. Would I ever refer anyone to buying their stuff? I mean, probably the only part I really recommend people is maybe their downpipe, and that's about it, because they seldom have problems with those, and you're not really going to see many gains from buying some of the other manufacturers over those. So, but yeah, prices will not come back down. I'm telling you right now. These companies get used to probably having the extra cash and are like, well, we've been waiting to do a price increase. Why don't we just keep it now? So yeah, I think that's about it. Some companies do lower prices. We usually get updates every once in a while, every quarter. More from the really large companies, say like Brembo or different companies like that. But smaller ones I don't see. PRL pretty much they did a price increase, but they've really been needing one for the past 6-7 years. So, and theirs was actually before the tariffs hit. But there's a couple other companies that literally did 2 price increases within a month. And actually took profit away from us for buying. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Andy's completely right. I mean, honestly, I would only really say for like the Accord guys really buying it. You can't buy an aftermarket high pressure fuel pump. So the in tank one is really, if you're going to be running E a lot, if your stock one goes out, if you're going to maybe run a wet system of nitrous, obviously you need extra fuel for the nitrous. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's coming. I can tell you right now that the market, if there is what is hopefully a 0-to-0 trade thing with China done, it's going to explode. I don't know if anyone does any stocks out there, but it's going to get pretty crazy. Downpipe blanket. I'm finishing up the downpipes. PTP need the actual downpipe so they can custom make the blanket. I would say 2 to 3 months. I have the 2 liters are shortly behind the 1.5s because I sell probably 10 times 1.5s to the 2 liters, which is really sad. But yeah, hopefully something soon. I think it'd be pretty cool. I'm probably only going to do them in black and not the other color, just because I think the black looks super sick anyways. So that's most likely what's going to happen. That will be soon. I just got to get these downpipes done. Fortunately, I had to wait a little bit longer for the cats to come in. That's, kind of holds up everything. And then you've got flanges to custom make, and, those kind of sit behind whatever jobs the flange guy has that he's working on. So it's a whole series of stuff that has to get done, but hopefully soon. Because that's the only downfall really with our downpipe is the fact that there is no blanket or heat shield with it. So hopefully those are coming, Dustin. Just keep an eye. I'll be posting about it. Yeah, I mean, I really, I really wish I had bought some more Dogecoin the other day, and I didn't. And I mean, it's doubled in the past week. So, I mean, the stocks aren't for everyone. I've lost a lot of money over the years, but I think now, I'm definitely going to be sitting for a while because I think it's going to be a long ride with some of this crypto stuff. But it's going to be a good ride for most people. But I mean, to really see some financial gains, I think the minimum you would have to put down is like 1,000 on certain stocks, and wait about 5 years. Anyways, no financial advice from me. Maybe some car stuff. So, but yeah, if you guys, I see a bunch of people in. Go ahead and shoot in a comment. I love hearing from people in here. Talk amongst yourselves too. A lot of people have kind of become friends with each other through here. Kind of cool. Like I said, new look for Axion coming this week. I think it's going to be sick. Um, Hopefully, you guys will like it. I think you will. It's just a more new age, up fresh design look that I've been wanting to do for a while. And the wife actually was like, let me take care of it. So she's handling it all for me. So I think you guys will like it. One of the colors is going away, kind of. At least from the logo, it is. So one of the colors is going to stay, one is going to go. Oh, man. But yeah, crazy day today. So much rain. I think almost 5 inches here. Um, Not a day to take a car out. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff that has like new stuff for the market, if anything that's really come out. The one thing we have is we added for the FL5 the MDR lineup, which is really nice stuff. Intercoolers in stock and the expansion tanks we have in stock. It's probably the best expansion tank on the market, hands down. Fits the FK8 also. Um, uh, Mark, I would really suggest obviously racing the car. If you don't have an expansion tank and you're looking for one, the MDR ones are the way to go. It's the largest capacity, um, beautiful design. Yeah, so it's up to you guys, but yeah, super, super cool. And we've got those in stock, which ship out, tomorrow. Oh, nice. I can check on the wheels to see if I can get them if you want. I'm always down to help and see and let you guys know. Been shipping a lot of wheels lately. It's pretty crazy. Wheels and suspension have been. It's funny how parts like kind of go up and down. It's like one week I'll have like MHI stage 2 turbos just flying off the shelves, and then no suspension stuff for like a month, and then all of a sudden it's like coil over, coil over, coil over, coil over. So pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know what the temps were today. I think they were I think it's like mid 70s, low 70s here. Really nice weather. A little humid, but it felt good. Yeah, I mean, always give us a chance to at least price match or whatever. We cover sales tax pretty much for most states, so that's always a good thing. So that saves right off the bat. A lot of people that are buying online don't really realize like some of these companies have to charge tax in certain states because they have presence there. So, but yeah, we can always see. If I can't, I just appreciate anytime someone tries to support smaller business and help us out. So cool. Awesome, man. Yeah. And I can have a look tomorrow and see, and then that way you don't miss out on the deal. I'm not sure if I can, to be quite honest. I'm really limited to wheels. Wheels are an interesting thing. Mainly for the fact like a lot of companies want like a big bulk buy usually to get in. So like one company we sell, we actually had to buy their entire wheel lineup to display in our warehouse, basically. And all the sizes they sent us were like stuff that doesn't even work on anything we sell. So I can't really resell them again. But it's stuff like that. So yeah, certain company, like a lot of the companies that make transmission gears, um, you know, they want a minimum of $30,000 to $50,000 order. You know, um, I mean that's almost impossible for someone my size that really doesn't sell many gears. To just sit on $30,000 on a shelf. Yeah, the Acuity is actually really nice in the Accord. I think that's what Andy has the stage 2, I think, in his Accord. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you all. I know it's been a while. I won't be back probably next week. But definitely the week after we'll do another one. I kind of like giving a week break because it just kind of becomes the same thing, talking about the same thing over and over again. And I'd rather have some decent information. Obviously, most of you all follow me on Facebook or Instagram, so you see anything new that's come out or whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't know. We're actually trying to expand more. Once I get things settled and caught up with the downpipes, we're going to try and start making some more parts for Axion. So that's the goal, anyways. We'll see. Um, I feel like we kind of missed the mark based off some other companies that have flashy designer boxes and get their stuff made in China. And it's real hard to compete when you're getting a lot of stuff made in the States, and have a smaller name like we have. Getting your parts out there. I think the downpipes have done fairly well. I actually kind of expected, especially with the 2-liter ones, for them to do a lot better. But hopefully some of the Type R guys can get them installed and actually give us some reviews. We'll see coming up here. I've got another batch that's going to be shipping and finishing up probably within the next 2 months. So hopefully we will never be out of stock. That's the whole goal with our downpipe lineup. I've got the inlets in stock right now for the 1.5. I've had people ask me if I'll do them for the Accord Type R. That might happen. We'll see. I don't know. The problem is like, I do these pre-orders and then nobody orders. It makes it kind of pointless to even make these projects go anywhere. So, but yeah, I mean, the one thing I like about our inlet for the 1.5 is just yoke on it is so much less than some of the other brands out there that use cast pieces attached to the turbo. And there's a video of us dynoing where I literally have my hand on the pipe after back-to-back runs, and it's not even hot. So we'll see. I don't know. It's a lot to do. I'm already busy as it is to try and keep coming up, but we'll see. I would love to keep expanding the business. And yeah. All right, let's see what other questions. Yeah, I carry the stage 1, but it's kind of like just the parts are on there individually, basically. Yeah, just let us know. On our 1.5, we have like a race math size, which actually scares off a lot of these 1.5 people because it needs a custom tune. Until I can get like Fearable or that to actually like have a tune available, it just slows the sales down. If I did a Type R one, I have to really think about it because part of me was going to just do the portion that connects with like the PRL airbox because I love their design. But we'll see. I've got some stuff in the works, and I think when things kind of clear up and I get some more time, I can maybe get some things rolling. But we'll see. The FK8 stuff's really nice to do because I can fit certain parts for the Accord and RDX and TLX guys. So that's why I feel like there's enough demand there that I could make it happen. But we'll see. I have also got to look at my fab guy to make sure he's got, not too many other, because the fab guy we use, he does a couple other things for some other places too. So, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, welcome in, guys. I see a lot of people in here. Thanks for joining tonight. A lot of new names. Yeah. Shoot comments in, just say you're in here, whatever. A quick recap. We have open box items on our website on the main page. Scroll down. Great pricing on some stuff. I've got some gyro disc Type R rotors open box, brand new. Cams for a 1.5 tension Civic. There's a bunch of stuff on there. And we'll keep adding more and more as some of these come off, because I'm only allowed to put 15 on at a time, basically. And the next big thing is we are officially adding more manufacturers to our website besides Honda and Acura. So Toyota, Subaru, Nissan for right now. And we'll see what else I add. It's more of the newer stuff. I've had Hondas my whole life, but I've owned several other manufacturers like Subaru WRX, like Mitsubishi Evo 9, MR. I've had several Toyotas too. I just love cars in general. So some of you might ask why I changed to add more. It's mainly because we keep getting asked all the time by people, hey, can you get this? Can you get this? And we end up having to do a lot of stuff through PayPal, which is a little bit more time consuming. What's up, Sean? What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, our BMW 2002, which CTR 1056 is talking about, we had a M3 motor swap into our BMW 2002, which was a super fun car and handled amazing. Still wish I had that car to this day. Yeah, I actually had a Bug-Eye WRX too that was extremely fast. But it was only on stock turbo. I had a bigger turbo after it, but the stock turbo, we set the world record for the fastest stock turbo WRX that I think wasn't even beat for at least 3 or 4 years from what I remember. Um, but yeah, ran a 12.0, I think at 112 on street tires. And that was OEM block, tuned by myself on an Apexy AFC. Super, I mean, it was honestly like a very cool car, but it had a full dog box in it with a twin disc. But yeah, I've been around for a long time and done some stuff with other cars besides Hondas. But, I think over the years, I probably owned like 22, 25 Hondas. I don't even know. It's been a lot of them. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate you guys. Jeremy, hopefully I'll head out to California sometime soon and come wine tasting with you. Yeah, the super announcement. We've just basically been adding Nissan, Toyota, and Subaru stuff to the site. We're going to be updating everything as much as we can every day, parts added. So if you know people that are looking for a place to get parts, we're going to have more available than just Honda and Acura. But that's still my love and passion. So don't think I'm going out and getting another car tomorrow. If I had to get another car, I wouldn't mind a GR Corolla. Those things look super fun. But yeah, make sure if you guys can do the little thumbs up logo. I appreciate you all. And we're going to be not on next week, but I will be back the week after, 8 o'clock Eastern. Same time, every day. Yeah. For the Z right now, it's just going to be the newer ones. As I get caught up on these, we'll start going progressively back a little bit more. I don't want to get too crazy on some of them. It might just be just simple stuff like suspension, brakes, intakes, exhausts, But we'll see. I'm open to trying to grow the business more. And obviously, I see a niche and people asking me, so why not go for it? Yeah, we'll see what happens. But there is going to be a whole refresh of Axion. You'll see it this week, probably. A new look, everything. Website will be updated again. Just a refresh, and I think it'll be cool. So, yeah. Well, I think I'm going to get going, guys. I've got some tracking numbers to update. I can see my email count popping up. And we'll probably be back in 2 weeks. And if you guys need anything, just reach out, hit me up, email, social media, whatever is easiest for you guys. Yeah, and I hope you all have a good Monday night. Enjoy whatever you're doing. And to Andy and everyone going out to the races this weekend, be safe, have fun. Hope you set some good times. Sean, the best person to hit up is Andy if you want to do a port fuel injection. He's working on an injector adapter to make it work. As Split Second, who have been in business for a very long time, have gone out of business or closed their doors, unfortunately. So that was oh, well, never mind then. That was who he was using. But anyways, not even getting into that one. But yeah, I appreciate you all, and thanks for tuning in. And hope to see you all back here in 2 weeks. We can chat some more, and maybe there's some new stuff going on with us. I hope to have some good news coming up in the next couple of days on something that we're working on too beyond this. But yeah. So everyone have a good. If you need parts, hit me up. Sorry, I was looking at something on the computer. We'll see you next time. Later.